That's cool. I look good.
A damn good-looking hero, if I do say so.
Yeah.
Best drink of my whole life. Fresh water from this pitcher after Varric and I got out of the trap set by that double-crossing noble. We didn't know how close he was to the throne of Ravane. Or that stopping him would get me kicked out of the Lords of Fortune until the heat dies down. If I'd have been a little bit less proud of myself, the Queen might not have blamed the Lords for what happened. I have to get better at seeing the big picture.
Youth and...
A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back to even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history, even more than the rest of us. Too many humans look down on us, even though elves were here first. It's nice to have someone see how much our people have done.
Settle into the room. What now? Hello? Fish! Fish?
The tools every professional scoundrel needs when learning the trade. I spent as much time picking locks and mixing potions as I did training with blades or a bow. It took me so long learning to get the alchemical mixtures just right, but what I learned saved my life more than once.
Feed fish.
Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or... Oh, relaxing. Maybe if I clear my mind...
Yeah, maybe. Oh. It is. Strange. I'm gonna stare at the fish and meditate.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Shut up.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am,
punch you in the
after all,
teeth.
remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
I always go rogue. I love rogue.
Depending on the story.
And what story shall we tell now?
I need to know what
I
the
think
gods
he
are planning.
likes me.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
I punch up. You should know.
I'm not in charge of everyone. I'm just leading my little team until Varric is back on his feet.
I understand your fear.
Your first was a
Declare
warrior.
yourself the leader, and others may
Nice.
think you power hungry.
I think
No
my
better than
next
those you
playthrough, I'm
oppose.
probably not.
I didn't say I
I'm
was
probably
afraid.
gonna do a dwarf.
Back in the Lords of
I've never
Fortune,
really played
I
a
was
dwarf in
hired
any
to
of the
accompany
games.
this
So.
noble who was hunting for an old relic. The noble betrayed us and left us to die in an ancient ruin collapsing around us.
But you escaped with your team and then tracked down and prevented the noble from selling the relic to the Venatori.
How do you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me
Not a
for
fan of the
better part
mage
of
too
a
much.
year.
For some
It would have been
reason, I'm
foolish not to
never
learn about
really a
who
fan
was
of
hunting me.
the mage.
And you know I'm not interested in a fancy title. But when something needs doing, I do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The elven gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
You haven't. I am just wondering if maybe it would be fun with like with Harding's storyline.
I don't understand. Elganon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
What would they need to do to free the blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the blight's
Here's the
prison.
veil.
My lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the blight is the first? What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not gonna bend a knee to blighted, murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think many other elves are going to either.
Agreed. Elganon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry
Venatori.
for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganon and Gillenane.
Thank you. I'll go poke at the cruel and corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And
You're
when you
freaking
speak with
welcome.
Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Used to be found at any Claire's? Is that what they use? Enter decoration, y'all. What? Decoration? Let's talk to Varric, my love. I know you'd never lie. It's not allowed on the internet. My love.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing.
The team needs to act fast.
Demeter.
And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done.
Varric.
Look, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? That
Love at first
scheming
sight. I
noble
know.
locked us up inside that tomb. Tightest corner I've ever been in. But you kept your cool. Fought off the Guardians. discovered an escape route.
Got him.
And triggered a cave-in.
The big one. Ravani leaders lined up to yell at you for that, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Nev got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus and the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
It doesn't matter how I feel about it. We can't stop the gods without what he knows.
And there you go. You don't have to love him to deal with him.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
It's true.
Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You left him to fend for himself.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out, and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
I am full of crap.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
Thanks, Varric. They still won't let me. Still won't let me romance him. Upsetting. Why do they want to keep me apart? Ever since Dragon Age 2. What's this? Wait a sec. Did I see something down there? I did. That one had me nervous. Oh! Oops. Is that correct? Maybe it's supposed to look at that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just one of those little Dragon Age puzzles. just one of those puzzles.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Balara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic
Her
personified.
prosthetic
Who do we
is so
hire to
cool.
fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
If he doesn't have a contract out on me, it's not a problem.
Well, I'm sold. Now we charm the crows.
Fingers crossed. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori.
Oh,
From everything
heck
I've
yeah.
learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
Time to make new friends.
We'll see if it works.
You said the crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
I
Back to
love it,
Minrathous.
Carl.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter Authority.
Won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
These people sound great. I mean, if they're anything like you.
No one's as good as they seem, but they try.
So, we talk to the crows in Antiva and the shadow dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either, if Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Yeah. Let's go check how things are going. Her hair's so bouncy. Bounce bites.
Almost there. I just have to. Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I got it. Mostly,
Where'd Morgan go?
fears are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion.
You did it.
There you have it.
Way to
What
go.
is that place? If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Alluvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder.
If that is the Fade on the other side, won't it be dangerous? As the Fade often is.
More dangerous than elven gods who wield the Blight as a weapon?
Point taken.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Alluvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The wolf's fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
I don't like you. I don't like you.
Can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way
It's a
to find
demon.
out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more sad.
We have no idea what or who they are. So let's be careful. We need to be ready for anything.
And we still don't know what this alluvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Okay. Let's change party. I kind of want to take what's her face. We'll do how come we can't have 4 in a party like in Inquisition?
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Ooh, spooky.
Can you help us? I get the feeling this is no place to get lost.
The Evanurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, dweller. I cannot.
I didn't
protect
ask that.
you.
I said guide.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements.
Beacon Island. Interesting. Anything else to collect while I'm here? No. Oh, this was the spooky looking one.
Here.
I don't wanna go.
This dock seems sturdy.
Huh?
So you can ferry us to the other islands.
Winds await, dweller.
Get in, y'all.
I'll take that as a yes.
Places between.
Kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. A little creepy.
The spirits here were driven out. Refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
I'm not an interloper. How
Which
dare
means
you?
us, too.
How dare you?
The Venatori bleed you.
Leave me alone.
The Fade Tear. That's where they're breaking through.
The gods are breaching the Fade itself, and just for us.
The gods bleed me. We must win.
I'm gonna let them kill the Venatori, I think. And we'll take care of it.
Beat the odds.
Is that it?
Watch ahead. Press them further!
Okay, let's go back to where it's telling us to be. It's probably be like, you can't get in there. You gotta go a different way.
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
A champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion
Oh, good.
and claim its essence. This path will open to you.
I will. Oh, that's what I was gonna get. That, Okay. Wee. Okay. Fight me. You won't. You won't. Someone's doing some fighting. Ooh.
The Guardians can't hold them off for long. Ugh. Is that something inside it? That's the champion we're looking for. Watch yourselves.
team.
Whatever that creature left might be handy for us.
That's the essence we need.
It's cold. Hope I don't have to carry it for too long.